Hello students, this is my third video from the chapter Earth, Sun and Moon, and today I will discuss about the phases of the moon, tides, solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Let's start from phases of the moon. Dear students, you can see the different shapes that we see in the night sky of the moon, and in different day we can see the different shape. The different shapes of the moon, that is the lit portion of the moon we see in the night sky, are called phases of the moon. Phases of the moon appear, or phases of the moon we can see in the night sky for the revolution of the moon about the earth, and also for the revolution and rotation of the earth about the sun. So phases of the moon is the different shapes of lit portion of the moon we can see in the night sky are called phases of the moon, and different phases of the moon appear in the sky for the revolution of the moon around the earth. Not only revolution of the moon, it also for the rotation and revolution of the earth about the sun. Now let us learn phases of the moon and how does it appear in the night sky, and for what we can see the different shapes of the moon in the night sky. We know that the moon takes about 27 days to revolve one time about the earth. It also takes same time to rotate about its axis. For this, we can see only one face of the moon always. That means it takes the same time to rotate about its axis and also to revolve around the earth. For that, we can see only one face or one side of the moon. Now start from new moon. For this, yes. Suppose sunlight is coming in this direction and falling on the surface of the moon and also on the surface of the earth. So no moon day when the moon is between the sun and the earth. So if the moon between the sun and the earth, it is not possible for a person who is standing in the night portion or the dark portion of the earth to see the moon in the night sky. So the person cannot see the moon in the night sky. This is called no moon or new moon. And the day is called new moon day or no moon day. Next, when earth moves from here to here, a portion of the earth gets light and a portion of the a portion of the moon gets light and a portion of the earth not get light. Along with this, earth also rotate about its axis and change also or shift from its position on its orbit also. So if a person standing here in the night sky and watching the sky, or suppose he is standing here, so from here he can see, or the person can see, a less portion lit up, a less lit up portion and most of the dark portion. So dark portion cannot be seen in the night sky, it is not possible. So lit up portion that can be seen, it like a crescent. So it is called waxing crescent or crescent moon. Next, when the moon shifts from here to here. When the moon shifts from here to here, if a person standing here, he can see and the half portion of the lit up face of the moon and the half dark portion. So the half portion of the lit up face of the moon is called first quarter or half moon. Next, gibbous, waxing gibbous. When the most of the lit up portion can be seen is called waxing gibbous. So if you see here, this is the portion is shown here where the most of the part can be seen, that is lit up, and less dark portion can be seen. And if we see in the night sky, we will see like this way. This is called waxing gibbous. And after 15 days from the new moon days, or 14 days, fortnight, we can see the full face of the moon in the night sky. This is called full moon. Next, here again full moon to waning gibbous, where again the most of the bright portion we can see here and less portion is the dark portion. Where waning gibbous to, then again third quarter or half moon, and then again waning crescent, and again new moon day after 15 days of the full moon day. So in this way the moon appear in the sky in different shapes. Student, one more thing also you can see, here one thing you can see in 14 nights, yes, first 14 days from the new moon to full moon, this part is the lighted portion of the moon, and in the second half, that is second fortnight, we can see that this part is the lit up face of the moon. So one question may come in your mind that if the sunlight is falling from this direction, then how is it possible to get the lit up portion in your left side? How is it possible to get up the lit portion in the left side of the moon? So actually the different phases of the moon occur for the motion of the both earth and the moon. So a three-dimensional motion or the picture cannot be shown in the 2D. So for the three-dimensional motion or for both the movement of the earth and the moon, we can see this one. Not only that, earth also shift from its place, that is it also shift from in its orbit from one place to another place, while the moon revolve about the earth in 27 days. So in 27 days, that means earth also move from one place to another place in its orbit. So the portion the moon get the sunlight, or the direction the sunlight falls on the moon surface, also get changed. Next, tides. Tides also occur due to the gravitational pull of the both moon and the sun. When the moon is in front of the earth, yes, when the moon is front of the earth, it also pull the earth, but earth is much more massive than that of the, or much more weight than that of the moon. So it is not possible for the earth to go towards the moon. So for the gravitational pull of the moon, the water body of the earth gets attracted toward the moon. So this is not only for the moon gravitational pull, this is also for the sun gravitational pull. So the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun pull the water body of the earth's surface. As a result, the water body gets swollen at this position, and this is called high tide. Whereas for the attraction of the water body in front of the moon and the sun, the water level decreases at the two ends of the earth, and this is called low tide. So high tide means rise or increase in the level of the water in water body like sea or ocean, that is called high tide, and low tide means decrease in the water level in the ocean body or water body is called the low tide. Here also high tide occur at the opposite side, where opposite side of the moon. So at the both end, that means at 180 degree phase, a 180 degree angle, the high tide occur and low tide occur with a 90° with a high tide. That means in a day 2 times high tide and low tide occur. And this is for the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. So why 2 times? Because the earth rotate about its axis, you know very well, and moon also revolve, and when the position of the moon gets changed, then suppose the moon shift from here to here, here to here, or from here to here, so then the water body which is in this position will be pulled by the gravitational force of the moon. So here the water level will increase, so here the high tide will occur. So at the same place, one time high tide, one time low tide, again high tide and low tide occur. And tide, high tide and low tide, one of the effect of the moon rotation and revolution of the moon about the earth. Here one picture where you can see high tide and low tide. The same place the picture is taken. In the first one you can see the water level is low and the peoples are roaming on the beach of the sea, and in the second figure you can see in the same place the level of the water rises up. So here you can see this is the water level where high tide is there, that is the increase of water, that means high tide occur, and this is the level when high tide is there, and this is the level where low tide, that means there is a decrease in the level of the water. So this is the low tide. Now one more thing you can see here, by the shadow you can easily understand the timing. Here the shadow is just below the rock, that means it is in the noon time, and here this is the shadow region, that means it is the afternoon time or morning time. So the timing also different. So dear student, I think you understood about the high tide and low tide. So in the same place, one time low tide, one time high tide occur. Next, solar eclipse. What is eclipse? Eclipse means hiding. So when one heavenly body hides another heavenly body, that is called eclipse. For example, here the moon in between the sun and the earth hides the sun for a particular, from a particular area of the earth the people cannot see the sun, that is called solar eclipse. So when the sun, moon and earth line up with the moon in the middle and moon blocks the light of the sun, that is called solar eclipse. So students, the people who are living here or seeing here, they cannot see the sun because the moon in the middle of the sun and the earth blocks the light of the sun. So this one is the total solar eclipse region, where the people who are living in this region can see a part of the sun. So here the partial solar eclipse can be seen. So from this region total solar eclipse can be seen, and from this region the partial solar eclipse can be seen. This region where the dark shadow region from where sun cannot be seen is called umbra, and the less dark region from where partial solar eclipse can be seen is called penumbra region. So this one is called penumbra region. In your book also you can get the picture of the solar eclipse where the moon hides the sun for a particular time. Next, lunar eclipse. That means when the earth hides the moon is called lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse occur when the sun, earth and the moon lie in a straight line. When the sun, earth and moon lie in a straight line, solar eclipse occur. When earth is in between the moon and the sun, it blocks the light of the sun. As a result, in the night sky we cannot see the moon for some time, and this is called lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse occur in a full moon day. When the full face of the moon we can see, that is called full moon day, and lunar eclipse occur in a full moon day, whereas the solar eclipse occur on a no moon day. So when the sun shifts from its position from here to here, again it gets the light of the sun and we can see the moon in the night sky. So total lunar eclipse occur for some time, and the dark shadow region where the moon fall and we cannot see the moon at all is the umbra region, and the less dark region where a part of the moon can be seen, that means the moon get the sunlight a little bit, that is called penumbra region. So when the moon shifts from the umbra region to penumbra region, we can see a part of the moon in the night sky. For the solar eclipse, you can see we can see solar eclipse in the daytime, and of course it is in the no moon day. Why it is in the no moon day, students? You can see clearly here the moon, this is the orbital path of the moon. So when moon so who are in the night portion, this is the day portion and this is the night portion. The people who are living in the night portion or the dark portion of the earth, they cannot see the moon at all in the sky. So of course it is in the no moon day. So student, remember that solar eclipse occur in no moon day, whereas lunar eclipse always occur in full moon day. Student, one more thing, you can see lunar eclipse by naked eye, but never see solar eclipse by your naked eye. Always use a special spectacle to see the sun during the solar eclipse time, because the ray of the sun may harm your eyes. So never watch a solar eclipse with your naked eyes. Always use special devices for seeing it. Whereas lunar eclipse can be seen by naked eye and no problem will be there, because you know very well that moon has no light of its own, it get the light from the sun. So here is an video clips I am showing you. You can see the motion of the earth and the moon, for which solar eclipse and lunar eclipse occur. Let's see the video. So students, here you can see one more time I am showing you. Yes, here you can see first the moon was in this region, then it come to the shadow region of the earth, for which it did not get the light of the sun. Again it is getting the light of the sun. So when it is in the shadow region of the earth, eclipse occurred. This is the picture of lunar eclipse. So it is the lunar eclipse. So lunar eclipse happens when Earth passes between the Sun and the Moon and they remain in a straight line, and the Earth blocks the light of the Sun. So dear student, today up to this much. Next day we'll learn about artificial satellite and use of artificial satellite, different spacecraft, about the Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2, Mangalyaan. Thank you.